You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411, featuring the week's roundup of fashion news. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, Fashion 411.
Hello, it is Fashion 411 Friday. If you're tuning in, it's Friday, November 1st, and you are tuning in to Fashion 411 on Black Hollywood Live, the #1 fashion podcast on iTunes. Woo woo! That's all because of you guys, so we want to thank you and also remind you to download us for free on iTunes. You can also check us out on Instagram because, you know, it's fashion and sometimes it's nice to follow along and look at pictures and all that kind of stuff, and you guys can do that if you check out our Instagram page. It's Fashion 411 Black Hollywood Live. And
it's
then
BHL,
sorry.
Fashion 411.
And then you can always check out the website as well, blackhollywoodlive.com, to check out pictures and more. And for all of you, obviously no one was living under a rock, I hope, because yesterday was Halloween. Boo, 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 hoo, hoo, hoo. Now we're all in the studio. We're not wearing costumes, but we thought it'd be fun to, you know, cover a few of our segments today with what was happening in Hollywood for Halloween. So, you know, we didn't introduce ourselves. I'm so sorry. Oopsies. Let's go around the table.
You're not by yourself, Deanna.
I know. Gosh, let's introduce ourselves.
Hey guys, I'm your host, Erica Garcia Rojas, your spicy Latina, born and raised in LA, who turned my love for fashion into a business, Rally Babe Apparel. I'm your source for all things business and fashion.
What's up, everybody? I'm your girl, Courtney Stewart. I am your localized shoeaholic fashionista, always giving you guys the consumer perspective.
And clearly I drank too much last night. I'm Deanna Vaughn. I was your New York City buyer, and I'd like to think that I can bring you the runway to the real way, because I'm always about finding deals and things on a budget. All right, so like I said, Halloween. Who, what, where?
Ooh.
Who do we have up first?
On?
Okay, so this is one of my favorite costumes because it's from one of my favorite movies. So Carrie Hilson and her new beau, Serge Ibaka, they decided to dress up as the characters from Coming to America. Prince Hakeem and Lisa McDowell, and I think this is the cutest costume ever. So for all of you guys, if you haven't, you know, if you want to follow along, Coming to America, those two characters are really iconic from that movie. It was back in the 80s. Eddie Murphy played Prince Hakeem, and I don't know if you know the storyline, but Eddie Murphy worked at McDowell's, which is supposed to be McDonald's. And Lisa, she was, you know, the owner's rich daughter, and I just think they totally nailed the costumes. I thought this was so cute and so funny. So, very cute costume. What's up next? Okay, so on the left, we have Ms. Miley Cyrus, who loves to make an entrance and, you know, keep people talking. And I think she probably did a good job here because Miley's Halloween costume was Little Kim's iconic, famous costume that she wore for the 1999 MTV VMAs. And I don't know if you guys remember, but the costume, Lil' Kim had a boob hanging out. Yes. And if you remember, Diana Ross
flicked the boob.
Diana Ross flicked her boob, and she had the purple wig on. And Miley is doing her best to pay homage to this. What do you guys think about this?
I think it's great.
I think it's awesome. I think it's such a cool costume. I think Miley did a good job. The only thing is, like, she's not as endowed in the department, so it's like it loses the effect of it really just being on the nipple and like hanging there. But overall, I think actually Miley in this picture, she actually looks really cute with the wig and the hair and
and go her for doing it and not having to do blackface to do it.
Thank you very much, and we're going to get to that a little bit.
Get it, Miley.
And then let's see who's up next. This is Wendy Williams, queen of radio and TV now. But everybody, if you watch Wendy Williams, she happens to be a huge fan of Wonder Woman. She always drinks out of a Wonder Woman mug, and she dressed up as Wonder Woman for this Halloween, and I think she looks absolutely fantastic. That's a great costume.
That was my costume.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
Awesome.
You're Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I have pictures on Instagram if you guys follow
Where were
me.
your pictures? I'm going to put you up here with this.
I had a great costume. It was great. Follow me on Instagram. I am EGR, and you'll see all my pictures.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was a full-blown Wonder Woman, like everything. I went all out.
I
And my
thought that
husband
was
was
really cool.
Superman.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
It's a little
I'm a
superhero
big fan.
themed.
Yep.
Let's see, who do we have up next? We have Dee Woods and Nivea. They're paying a little homage to Miss Janet Jackson. So Dee Woods, she is back in the Rhythm Nation days on the left. And then Nivea, she paid homage to Janet Jackson from the movie Poetic Justice with those big braids and the overalls. So I thought that was really cute just because they're huge Janet Jackson fans. So that was their costume. I thought that was pretty funny. What's up next? Okay, let's see here. We have Juliana Hough in blackface, and I'm sure everybody heard about that. And then in the middle, you have yours truly.
Oh my God, Deanna! Oh my God.
That is me. I dressed up as Crazy Eyes. This is the character from the Netflix series called Orange This is the New Black. And the actress who plays Crazy Eyes, her name is Uzo Abdu. Am I saying her name right? Abuda? Abuda? Maybe it's Abuda. And now, obviously, I'm sure everyone has heard the controversy with Juliana Hough going in blackface for the costume. And, oh, gosh, I don't even know where to start with that if anyone wants to begin to tackle it. But it was, I don't know, it was a very bad choice. And I think what's even worse is that she didn't understand, or just take a moment to just stop and, or where are your friends for your friends to say, Julian, I don't think that's a good idea. I see your face, Courtney. The viewers can't. What are you thinking?
I try so hard, and it just irritates me every single time. And the whole idea, I just had no idea, is crap to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
You got to take some responsibility.
Every year, somebody does it, and it's a big deal, and we make a big deal about it. I don't know the girl. It seemed like a press opportunity for me, because she's been talked about all week because of it.
Yeah.
And I just find it almost impossible to believe at this point, living in Hollywood, that you had no idea that this was not a good idea, or that no one around you had any idea that this was a bad idea, which makes it that much more disgusting, and that's why I have an even bigger problem with it.
I would agree. Yeah, because it's been talked about all week. On the other hand, I actually won a contest.
Congratulations!
I won $100 for my costume.
Nice.
So it was fun and very fun costume because it's a great show. I love the show, and she's a very popular character on that show. So happy Halloween, you guys! And then last up, is there one more picture? Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. Oh, okay. Well, let's check out what's going on with Style Scoop.
Okay, guys, there's a lot going on this week, kind of related to.
There it is.
All right, there it is. That's Al Roker as Mr. T. And I don't know if you guys watch the Today Show, but a lot of the morning shows, they have a lot of fun with Halloween, and they dress up as characters. And I thought that was kind of funny. Al Roker playing Mr. T. I think he
really
nailed
good.
it. Yeah, he did.
I wouldn't have guessed that's who that was.
Chains
either.
and all. So,
Or The View. I think it was Jenny McCarthy. She dressed up as Miley Cyrus's tongue.
oh my God, that's funny.
And Barbara Walters was Katy Perry.
Oh, that's hilarious. I know Kelly and Michael, they dressed up as CeeLo and Christina Aguilera from The Voice. Yeah.
I thought they did Kim Kardashian and
and Kanye.
They usually do more than one.
They do more than one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right.
Anyways.
Style Scoop.
Okay, Style Scoop. All right, guys. So, first up, we've got a statement from Mark Lee, the CEO of Barney's. If you guys listening to the show, remember last week we talked about the whole incident with Barney's and the young man being arrested or held into custody because they thought he had a fake credit card, which he didn't. So a lot of hoopla from that. And CEO Mark Lee came out and he had a statement. He said that while he regrets the recent incidents of racial profiling against black shoppers at their Madison Avenue flagship, Barney's employees are not responsible. He says, quote, "Our preliminary investigation concluded that in both of these instances, no one from Barney's New York raised an issue with the purchases brought to them to the attention of internal security or reached out to the authorities." He said, quote, "We offer our deepest sympathies to them both." That's according to Women's World Daily.
That doesn't make sense.
It didn't make sense to me either. I looked into it more. I think what he's trying to say is that they had there was some kind of security there that wasn't a
it's
part
like an outside company doing security.
They're still
but they're still employed by Barney's because they're still working for Barney's.
That doesn't make sense. They're trying to like basically, shirk their responsibility in this. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The security's employed by the store.
Exactly.
So how does that make sense?
It's a contracted company. It's out. I mean, it's different than saying like an employee of Barney's versus a contracted company.
They still represent Barney's when they are on the premises and being paid by that company.
I'm sure their check says Barney's. That's all that matters.
Well, maybe not, actually, because if you're a contracted company, probably. Some kind of, I mean, he's just trying to put blame on somebody because it's really bad for Barney's. And so on that same note, Jay-Z released a statement because he had been receiving a lot of attention from this whole thing. And basically what he said is that, and this is a quote, I'm kind of going to shorten the quote because it's pretty long, but he said, "This collaboration lives in a place of giving and is about the foundation. I'm not making a dime from this collection. I do not stand to make millions as falsely reported. I need to make that fact crystal clear. The Sean Carter Foundation is a beneficiary and the foundation is receiving 25% of all sales from the collaboration. 10% of all sales generated in the store on November 20th, an additional donation from Barney's." And then he goes on and he says, "I move and speak based on facts and not emotion. I haven't made any comments because I am waiting on facts and the outcome of a meeting between community leaders and Barney's. Why am I being demonized, denounced, and thrown on the cover of a newspaper for not speaking immediately?" Blah, blah, blah. He just goes on and say, the erroneous reports and attacks on my character, intentions, and the spirit of the collaboration have forced me into a statement I didn't want to make without the full facts. And then he goes on to say, "I am against discrimination of any kind, but if I make snap judgments, no matter who it's towards, aren't I committing the same sin as someone who profiles? I am no stranger to being profiled, and I truly empathize with anyone that has been put in that position. Hopefully this brings forth dialogue to effect real change." So they had kind of a long response to all this.
Wow. Where do you begin? I don't know. There's a lot of points that I agree with, in his statement. The fact that this line is going to charity, I definitely think that makes, that puts a different spin on it. It's not going into his pocket. And we all know at the end of the day, it's going to make a lot of money.
I'm sure part of it's going to go into his pocket, whether it's just for the publicity or not. I thought the statement was a little self-serving in a way.
I mean,
he didn't really, in the statement, he didn't really go on and address like kind of the incident at hand.
I think, and he did address it by saying, "I don't know what the facts are exactly. I just know what the media has put out there so far. I'd like to actually have the details." And I think it says something that he's not just jumping on it because he doesn't know all the details or specifics of what happened. It's an assumption that we've all made based on what the situation seems to be.
I'm sorry.
He did say one other thing though in that statement. I think or it might have been another quote from something else, but he said he forgetting doing the collaboration is not going to hurt Barney's and it's not going to hurt him. It's going to hurt the people who were going to benefit from this. Charity thing, and the charity is supposed to be for kids trying to go to college that can't afford it. So, I mean, it's fair enough to at least, I'm surprised he addressed it at all, still. I am actually shocked that he did. But I appreciate that what he did address was fairly surface and just saying, like, look, this is what it is, and this is what I'm waiting to hear, and we'll go from there, sort of.
I also think it's kind of not fair for the media to put all this pressure on him because in the same token, then you can say every black designer that's in Barney's
run out of Barney's immediately.
Exactly. So it's like, why is he getting all the heat for this? That, you know what I'm saying? It's an unfortunate.
Relevant right now.
It is relevant, but it's an unfortunate incident. But him hearing about it is the same as everybody else hearing about it. And his reaction to it. And I understand with in light of what's coming, with his line going to Barney's. You could say Tracy Reese, hey, are you going to pull out of Barney's? Any black designer Christian Louboutin, you going to pull out a Barney's?
Yeah.
So it's kind of not fair to put that on his shoulders at the same time. And he's on the cover of freaking, you know, the Daily News, the New York Post every day about this. And I don't think that's fair.
And I do get that you have to hit them in their pockets because that's where it hurts. And I think that's probably where most of the energy is coming from in terms of trying to hold him responsible for it. But I do think it's not okay that we do single him out.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree with that. I do think it's his statement was obviously the help of a publicist. You know, the way it was addressed. Obviously, you know, yes, it's for charity, and that's a good thing, and he shouldn't pull out. But the reality is, if he does pull out, it would affect him. It would affect Barney's. It would affect everybody. So, I mean, I don't think that it's fair for him to be pulled into this, but at the same time, you know, I mean, he has to address it somehow. And so, in some ways, lucky for him, it is going to charity. Otherwise, I think he would look. I mean, he wouldn't have much to say or stand on. So
it'll be interesting to follow the story, though.
Yeah, I'll see what
Very
happens.
interesting.
But he'll still do the collaboration.
Yeah, he'll
I
still
think he
do
will
it.
too.
Well, no, there's no way he's going to pull
There's
out.
no way.
Because that's going to be so much at stake. That's millions of dollars lost. People out of work. So.
Yeah. And the industry, I mean, I'm thinking about like the manufacturers he's using, his staff, everything. I mean,
they're too far gone.
They're way too far. And the thing is, it would be one thing if he went into this collaboration after this all happened, but he was already in it, and you know, it wasn't like he chose Barney's in light of the fact that this incident already happened.
Got it.
So,
yeah.
All right, so up next, we've got Rebecca handbag designer, Rebecca Minkoff, gets in trouble. So her handbags might look really beautiful, but her workplace certainly doesn't. She was recently fined $77,000 for failing to meet workplace safety standards, according to the U.S. Department of Labor's Occupational Safety and Health Administration. According to Women's World Daily, OSHA found, which is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, found that many of the 6th floor offices in the showroom space were overcrowded and congested with boxes, rolling racks, workstations, chairs, equipment, storage, and other materials. I thought that was kind of funny.
Oh my God.
I mean,
girl, hire an intern. Like,
well, first of all,
that's how it is in every
is.
showroom. When you go to all the showrooms, it's a disaster zone.
She just happened to get caught.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many. Like, I've worked in places where you can't even turn around because there's a box or there's a jewelry tree. So she just happened to get caught, unfortunately, and it's a tough lesson, but.
I don't know. It's a good thing that they've got people out there watching it, because you know, you don't want it to be unsafe for people working there or cause fires or
I
whatever.
wonder if somebody complained.
Yeah,
They might have.
Because to get OSHA to actually come out and check.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think they
that's a
do
complaint.
random
Yeah, I
checks.
didn't think they did.
But you know what? Bye-bye Christmas bonus at Rebecca Minkoff. Because all that money is going to pay that fine.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know, and to clean it up.
You're right.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
What's next?
So we've got Kanye West. He's out there with another collaboration.
Oh, yes.
And his latest expression of creative genius is leaving a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. At his Melrose Avenue Yeezus pop-up store, the rapper is displaying and selling merchandise bearing the Confederate flag, which is a symbol representing murder, rape, persecution, and exploitation. It seems his aim is to co-opt this controversial symbol as his own and reinterpret it for the modern day, similar to how many rappers use the N-word in songs. West has already commented on his co-opting of the flag, quote, "React how you want. Any energy you got is good energy," he said in an interview with the Los Angeles 97.1 AMP radio station. He says, quote, "I represented slavery. My abstract take on what I know about it, I wrote New Slaves. So I took the Confederate flag and made it my flag. What are you going to do?" He continued, quote, "I just think people look cool in it. They look nice, and it's colorless also." He says, "It's super hood and super white boy approved at the same time. That's really what my style has always been."
All right, first of all, nobody in the hood is
wearing a
is
Confederate
wearing
flag,
a Confederate
bro.
flag
Oh
t-shirt. Let's be clear about that. I just think at the end of the day, he loves being provocative. He, you know, down to the proposal to Kim, you know, at that stadium, he loves being provocative because he knows that it's going to keep people talking about him. He knows it's going to keep, you know, on the radar. It's going to sell clothing. I don't even know if I believe that whole rant, you know, of why, you know, this is I just think he's trying to sell clothes. Seriously.
And it wasn't even that coherent. Like when I first saw this, I was like, okay, maybe he's gonna have like a really awesome artistic, like prolific statement about why. And with the song New Slaves and all that, like I really thought he was gonna give me something. And when I read that statement, I was like, are you What? It's super white boy approved and super hood, and that's your explanation?
Well, white boy approved. The Confederate flag is used as part of like KKK symbols.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
he's
talking about old boys. That's what he means.
I mean, I know, but I feel it's so irresponsible to take something that has such a negative connotation and to bring it back and make it cool. I mean, I don't care who you are. I mean, Kanye West, who gives a crap who you are? I mean, you don't take something that represents slavery and hatred and rape and you make it cool. It's so irresponsible and it's so negligent of who you are as a person. And you are in a place, Kanye, to be doing good. You're in the public world. You can make some effective change, and to bring something so ugly back, it just makes no sense to me. Yeah. And it's irresponsible. It's so irresponsible. And I hope no one buys his album. I don't know. I just find it.
That's not happening.
They bought that.
I know.
Yeah.
They buy it. I find this just so irresponsible. He could be doing positive. He could be bringing wonderful, positive things to light. Instead, he brings something ugly.
It's hard because for me, with art, there's a certain level, like, if you have a legit reason and sort of, and I don't want to say legit because that's sort of making passing a judgment on it, but like there is something to be said about art that is controversial, that has symbols and meanings and things that have happened in the past or whenever they've happened or what have you, that causes conversation and can cause conversation to go in a different direction.
Right.
I just feel like that was not grounded in anything intelligent or anything like thought-provoking.
I don't think it was well thought out.
I think it's just exactly what you said, the whole like just trying to make it cool, and that's what I have an issue with. Not that he used the flag, because that could have had a meaning, like to mean something for real, but I feel like he was just doing it, trying to make it cool.
So for young kids who don't know this history of this, you know, they're going to look at this and think, oh, this is cool. This is, Kanye is doing it, you know, and that's what I have a big problem with.
And like, just kind of put up some like interesting facts about it. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, more than 500 extremist groups use the Southern Cross as one of their symbols. So
they just got rid of it on most state flags, and some of them.
It's still on the Mississippi state flag,
but it was on Georgia's for most of my growing up life. So
and I believe as you drive into Maryland, like the state capital, like it's also hanging there too.
Which is why, like, come on, Kanye, like you don't have a better like.
I guess the thing is though with Kanye and what he's done in the past and things he said in the past, I'm not shocked because he does things like this, and it's like. I don't know, if somebody else were to do it, I'd feel like, wow, you know, what were you thinking? But for him, he does stupid things left and right.
I think he's just trying to sell T-shirts. He's trying to be talked about. He's trying to stay relevant, you know, because I think he got a lot of heat just with this whole Kim Kardashian, you know, thing, being with her, having a baby. I do.
But the people he's trying to come back from with that heat are not going to be like, oh, boo, that is it. I love you again. Like, it's not going to happen.
Somebody's steering him in the wrong direction.
I think he's steering himself in the wrong direction.
I don't know.
I know he needs to hire.
He needs Olivia Pope.
I was like, no, he needs to hire. Why doesn't he hire his like mother-in-law to help him out?
She's going through her own, bit of stuff right now.
All right, so still on Kanye, he was on a radio show, The Big Boys Neighborhood, on Power 106, and he had a quote which was interesting. He said about Louis Vuitton that he doesn't want to design for Louis Vuitton. He said, "If I had the opportunity to design now for Louis Vuitton, I wouldn't because the prices are just too extreme, and I don't want to use my message to have kids be saving up that much to be a part of what the ideas are. What? And that's the problem to me with luxury." I find that interesting, considering that.
So you don't want them to buy $1,000 sneakers, but you want them to buy a Confederate flag T-shirt?
Well,
like,
okay, hold on. One, Kanye already was presented with the opportunity to design for Louis Vuitton, and he jumped at that opportunity. In 2009, he developed a line of premium sneakers, retailing about $1,000 a piece. And we've got a photo of it here for those of you following on Instagram, BHL Fashion 411. We have photos of it. Yeah, and also another thing I find interesting too is that Kanye is no stranger to the world of materialism.
No. He actually touts that as like his theme song.
I feel he's pretty much the mayor of the world of
luxury.
Of luxury. He's with Kim Kardashian, who her hobbies include endorsing products and inviting paparazzi to photograph her Rodeo Drive shopping trips. I mean, like, you know, I mean, not to mention what little baby North is sporting. I'm sure a little onesie probably retails close to $500 to
all of those pictures
Yeah.
of the gifts that they got while they were at Fashion Week that they put up online of all of the baby's designer wear and all that. He's not speaking again.
I'm sure that he doesn't repeat a single thing in his closet.
No. and during that same interview, he said something, I actually thought it was really funny, so I just wanted to put it out there. He said, quote, you know, it's kind of unfair that with me and my level of communication for the past 10 years, you know, people say, oh, he's arrogant. And I'm like, no, I'm the most influential person in fashion in the past 10 years.
Oh my God.
Kanye, you're on crack, baby.
He is a hypocrite. I
just think he's just.
He knows. I think he knows what he's doing.
You don't
I think he does too.
You don't think he's just like really stupid?
No, I think he's brilliant, and I think he's purposely being ridiculous.
I don't know if I'd say he's brilliant.
I think he's brilliant, and I think that he is an idiot savant. Like random shit comes out, and he knows what he's doing. He knows people are going to talk about it, and that's what he cares about.
Ugh.
He's disgusting right now. He just.
I think he always has. I've never been a fan. The antics he's done, when he, you know.
I definitely see, I mean, not that he wasn't on this road to craziness, but I feel like just in the past, year and a half, being with Kim Kardashian and being in the spotlight a little bit more because of being with her, I think we've seen his crazy just go to a different level.
Skyrocket.
Or I think we've just seen him. I mean, this is how he's always been.
True.
And I think we've just been exposed to him some more. I don't know. I just feel like, you know what, put yourself in check sometimes.
Yeah.
Dude, don't go around saying, I don't want kids to have to save for themselves and promote Louis Vuitton and because it's so expensive. It's like, dude, really?
Yeah. Ugh.
Even if he hadn't designed $1,000 sneakers, everything about Kanye is about luxury and
Excess.
about excess.
And,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
Kanye West.
that's it for my.
Who's hot and who's not?
Let's
Let's see.
Okay, so up first we've got Blake Lively, and she is now the official L'Oreal Paris spokesperson. So at the announcement, she was wearing a Balmain Spring 2014 off-the-shoulder dress. What do you guys think about this? It's kind of hard to tell in the picture.
It's
But
hard
it's
to tell
kind of
in
like
the
a quilted
picture.
kind of material.
I mean, I tend to like Blake Lively. I was a fan of Gossip Girl. Yes, I will admit that.
So was I.
I love the show.
First 2 seasons.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dress, no.
You don't
You
like
don't like
it,
the
Jess?
dress? I think she looks pretty.
From a
think
guy's
it's pretty,
perspective, no.
So what? Is she not showing enough? Showing too much? What do you like about it?
It's pretty, but it's just the midriff is just an odd area, and it's an odd oval. It just kind of looks weird.
And that's our producer in the producer box. Say hi,
Steven.
Steven. So everyone can
Steven.
see
Hey,
you.
guys.
But wait, to me, it looks like
It's like a belt.
a cummerbund or something of sorts.
It's not.
It's actually like
It's not her
connective.
skin.
It's a connective fabric.
Oh,
and
okay.
so it's almost like the actual fabric of the top and the bottom are thicker quilted material, and this one's more of like a sheer one.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was cute. I think Blake Lively does a fantastic job with her style.
Yeah.
She really knows how to wear things beautifully and knows what fits well on her body and
Yeah.
her shape. And
I agree.
for her, she's a lucky girl. I mean, she's tall. She's got that
She's
lean
5'10" and skinny.
Yeah,
Everything
body.
fits.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
what doesn't look good
And
on
she
her?
claims to still dress herself. doesn't
Yeah,
she?
she
She
does.
does.
She does. So, I mean, you got to give her props for that.
Yeah.
I think she looks fine, Steven.
She looks sexier, but that was
Who's
work.
up next?
All right, so up next you've got Lady Gaga, and she's here in London promoting her upcoming album Art Pop, and she's wearing a Louis Vuitton Spring 2014 feather headpiece, sheer embellished top, and black embellished trousers.
How very Cher of
Just
her.
another,
Wow,
stroll
just
down
another
the street.
outfit. Yeah. That Louis Vuitton headpiece comes in handy, doesn't it?
So for those of you listening, once again, go to our Instagram, BHL Fashion 401, where you can see these photos. But she's wearing this ginormously huge feather headpiece, almost like something that you would see like in Vegas, but almost like 3 times the size.
Yeah, it's so tall.
It's like Cher called. She wants her costume.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah,
Cher.
that's exactly. We're back
Yeah.
to Cher.
Well, all right. Before I talk about this outfit, have you guys heard about the whole beef between what's her name, Kelly Osbourne and Lady Gaga?
Yes.
Those two have been getting into it on Twitter, and I've been following that, and it's been quite.
What is
interesting.
it specific?
Started years ago.
Right. Yeah. It started a few years ago. They were just going back and forth with each other on Twitter, and then I guess Kelly's mom was in London doing some type of show, and it was Kelly's birthday. And Lady Gaga got a cake for Kelly, and like presented it, even though Kelly wasn't there. And so Kelly, she tweeted a really nasty tweet, like, it's my birthday. You want to fake makeup? Just those two have just been going back and forth and back and forth. And then the next day, Kelly said, you know what? My tweet last night was really childish. Let's meet and let's, be friends or something like that.
It's all about bullying because Kelly thinks that Lady Gaga's little monsters bullied her online.
Oh, yes. They talked about her weight. And
talked about her weight and stuff like that. And Lady Gaga said, well, Kelly, you're on Fashion Police. You bully people as your
all
job.
The time. Yeah.
And that sort of just grew out of that. And it seems that Lady Gaga actually was trying to be kind and Kelly wasn't. Kelly thinks it was a publicity stunt.
Kelly gets into beef with a lot of people. She got into beef with Christina Aguilera. I mean, I feel like she gets into a
she's
lot
a little bully, I think.
You think she's a bully?
She's a bully, or she's
I think she's very sensitive.
To what have you. So, but
I think she's very sensitive.
Nonetheless, that is a costume she is wearing.
Yeah. All right.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. All right. So moving on, we've got Miss Rita Ora.
We got her again.
I know I promised that I wouldn't bring her back, but I wanted to bring her back.
We need to have her every week to figure it out.
So
one day it's got to work.
Well, I actually like this one. So Rita Ora here at the 2013 Angel Ball in New York City, and she's wearing a Donna Karan Atelier silver bead embroidered dress.
You like
it's just. It does nothing for her coloring. Like everything, she disappears. I mean, her hair, her skin. I don't think it does anything for her.
I just think it looks cool.
I think it's a beautiful dress,
but not on her.
Not on her. And where boobs. What's happening? Can somebody? Is she heavy chested? And I don't
know.
Because it doesn't look like she's wearing a bra. They look slightly lopsided.
Yeah, one actually looks smaller than way smaller.
Exactly. And then the waistline, where is her waist? It all kind of, I don't like it.
She just disappears. Just the color is just not good for her. She almost looks like albino.
She does, with really, really red lips.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of her in this dress.
I like it. I think the white background doesn't help the situation. No. But I think when you just look at her and the whole image, I think it's actually quite beautiful. The dress is really beautiful. And her pale coloring, granted, I think it actually works well with the dress. It actually kind of complements it in a way. And the red lip was, kind of her signature now. But I think it actually looks beautiful in the way the ombre of the dress is. I like it.
That's 2-1 on that one.
Gorgeous dress.
But
not for me.
All right. So next we've got the young Haley Steinfeld at LA premiere of Ender's Game. And she's wearing a Saint Laurent Spring 2014 sequin lip print top and black trousers. So it's hard to see it in the picture, but she has this... there's a bunch of lips, and they're all sequin lips, and this huge shoulder kind of shoulder pad type thing.
I don't know. I think she's young. It's cute. It's whimsical. It's fun.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's young. It's cute. It's fun.
Yeah.
We're like, I'm not that excited.
I think it's
good. She got bangs. Go.
I think it's kind of weird. I think it's along the same lines of what Kerry Washington was wearing with the Teen Choice, or I don't know if it was a Teen Choice or the MTV Awards, like the little lips.
I remember that.
All over it, and it looked,
I mean, it's kind of like that same pop art. I just thought my issue with this is it was just kind of plain because you wore it with black pants.
Yeah,
so it's almost like taking party on the top and business on the bottom. It was just I felt like it needed maybe a skirt or something more fun. It's like she's wearing a work outfit with this random weird top. Her hair is styled as if she was going to work. Her pants are styled, and then she's wearing this crazy top.
It's like she just left the office. Like, I gotta change really quick for this event. let me change the top.
It looks like a Halloween costume.
Yeah, let me change it into my sparkly lip top with
that
the
shoulder.
Halloween costume.
That shoulder.
That's so harsh,
what is she thinking?
Yeah,
that shoulder. No.
That's a bad picture. I'm sure it's like a rosette sort of.
No.
Is it just a big hump?
No, it's a big hump. It almost like in the
not
picture.
Like a bow or
No, it looks like a big.
It's a big hump.
It's like you use that to cover the deformed head coming out of your shoulder or something.
Yeah. I feel like it could have been done better if it were styled differently.
I do agree with you there. Like the bottom, if she could change the bottom, I think it could have looked a lot better.
I'm kind of sad now that it's just a stuffed shoulder. Yeah. It's not. I thought maybe it just we can't see the detail of it being.
Maybe she has snacks in there. I don't know.
She had her tots, her tater tots. She kept her snacks. Where are my tots. I like to keep my tots.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. So we've got Miss Kelly Rowland at the 2013 Black Girls Rock show.
Black Girls Rock!
And Alan Levine embellished jumpsuit, Christian Louboutin pumps, and Lorraine Schwartz jewelry. And the jumpsuit is, kind of goes to her shoulders, the top, but the bottom is sheer, so you actually can see her little undies peeking out through it. So what do you guys think about that?
To me, this looks like a costume, especially the top part. I don't know. She just looks older.
I hate her hair.
She looks like Diane Carroll.
Yeah, the hair is too mature looking.
Yeah,
it's very Diane Carroll.
Yeah, she just looks like an older woman, and we all know Kelly is young and spunky. She's got a great body, I don't like the hair.
I don't know how I feel about this jumpsuit.
The pants should not be see-through. It would look better if they were opaque.
You don't want to see her.
You're learning some fashion, aren't you, Steven?
Yeah, I kind of wish the top was see-through and then the pants were full. I don't know.
I think my problem with this outfit is her hair. Because I actually kind of like the see-through bottom. It's kind of cool. It's kind of different. I mean, how many times have we seen like a sheer top, sheer sleeve? So I thought this was kind of unique. And Kelly does tend to try and take a few risks. She doesn't go crazy, but she does kind of subtle risks like this. So I think it works. She's got a slamming body, so it's not like, looks bad.
Right.
But it's just her hair. It's just like old lady
or
news
this wig,
anchor
I
hair.
just don't care for.
No, so I think it's the hair that's the issue. But I think the jumpsuit's actually kind of cool, so in my opinion. All right, so last but not least, we've got Jennifer Hudson versus Rihanna. So J. Hud debuted her new pixie haircut and a Balmain long sleeve V-neck dress and a pair of $2,200 Christian Louboutin leather lace-up over-the-knee boots. And Riri went glam with a bold red lip, jewelry, and ankle strap sandals in the same long sleeve V-neck dress.
Look how tiny Jennifer Hudson is.
Yeah,
oh my God, she's so small.
Yeah. And she's debuting her new pixie haircut here.
I think her haircut looks great. I mean, I actually think both of the they wore the dress in a different way, but I think they both look great. I don't know. What do you guys think? Clearly.
You go, Courtney. You go first.
Oh, God. Jennifer, your body looks amazing. You look a mess to me in this. It just doesn't work. Nothing is doing anything for me. And I don't know if it's just because of the way she's standing. Maybe they caught her in a bad pose.
This is deer in
but I'm queen. I don't like how her boobs look. I love that she's got the short hair now. I can't really see what it's doing. It kind of looks like they just slicked it down. I would have liked some texture in the hair. I like the pink lip. And I like the boots, but I'm bored. I feel like that's anybody's outfit.
She needs some accessories.
There's some accessories or something. I'm really bored.
But she's not known for,
But if you're going to pop out in this, hot mini and some over-the-knee boots, I should look at that damn, she's hot. There's nothing hot
She
about
is
that
not
picture.
known for her style. Let's be real, you guys. She never has been.
Well, it wouldn't have been that hard for her to throw on a necklace.
Throw on a necklace or some cuff bracelets,
come on.
some earrings around your face.
I'll give her a little more credit that she can put together something. I'm with you.
There's nothing going on that. It looks like, and it doesn't look like, what is it, Balmain? Whose dress is this?
It's
it's got
a Bowman. Yeah,
she looks like she bought that. I could have bought that at Target or H&M. It just
the shoulders are articulated,
it looks
they've got some shape.
She made it somehow look like a mall dress.
Whoa,
it looks like a mall dress to me in that.
See, I wouldn't say that,
but I think her face looks beautiful.
So I don't like her hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. Nope, I don't like the pixie cut on her. I think Rihanna looks beautiful and amazing in the pixie cut. I don't like the pixie cut on Jennifer Hudson. I don't think it's the most flattering for her
face shape.
For her face shape. I think she looks really, I think her look that she was getting into more, especially with this weight loss, was definitely more of that glamour, kind of old school glamour kind of look, and she was doing a lot of that with her hair. And I think you lose that now that her hair's gone.
She got it at home. She wore wigs.
I mean, that's what I've said.
It's on a stand.
It's on a stand at home.
But I will say, I've seen a couple more shots of her photos, just in the media with her new haircut.
Short hair.
And it looks really good. You have
because they
to
need
see
to it up a little bit or
you have to
something.
see it from different angles, but it's kind of like she's doing the Halle Berry thing. It's a little messy, and it actually looks much cuter.
That looks a mess.
This definitely looks like it's been slicked back with some gel or
did
something.
that herself.
Yeah.
I think it's just, I think in general, though, I'm not a fan of the pixie cut. I think only few women can really pull it off and still remain really feminine and sexy. And Rihanna's one of them. I don't think Jennifer Hudson is. I've seen other pictures of hers, and she's beautiful, but I just don't think it's that same. I think she looks better. Yeah, I think it looks better with her longer hair. But speaking about the outfits, I think Rihanna does a much better job. I think because of the way it's accessorized and the way she's wearing it and everything. I think
Accessorized with a cocktail.
With the cocktail. But I don't hate it on Jennifer Hudson. I don't hate it either. Yeah.
I'm just bored
I want
with
those
it.
boots.
Yeah, the boots look great.
I want them.
I just can't believe how small she is now. Jeez.
Well, get it up.
All right, so that's it for my hot or hot mess.
All right.
Social media. What's
All right,
happening?
well, let's close it up. So obviously we talked about the fact that it was Halloween. So social media this week was all the kitties that got real fashionable for Halloween. So first up, Janelle Monáe posted someone dressed up their daughter as Janelle Monáe, who is obviously maybe 2 years old, and it was the most adorable thing I've ever seen in life.
My
It's
God.
so creative. I thought it was so adorable, and she looks great.
So cute.
And obviously Janelle Monáe was very, very impressed.
Hey, you know what's funny about this is that Monáe has a really youthful, almost like baby face.
Yeah.
So it's like almost like this little girl, like it kind of emulates, like
Could
not
be
just
her.
the costume, but the face too.
Yeah, she's got a delicate feature.
Adorable, adorable, adorable.
So cute.
Oh my God.
Next up,
Great idea.
Fashion Kids gave us an Oompa Loompa. We've got an 18-month-old rocking the Oompa Loompa outfit. It was the most adorable thing I've ever seen. So you guys follow Fashion Kids on Instagram. It's great. They
I
have
wonder if they
lots.
dyed the hair, if that's a wig.
I think it looks dyed. Like
hope it
they
does.
probably sprayed it on. It
probably
looks like
did
spray
food
dye.
coloring or
Yeah, because
something.
it doesn't look like a wig. But they did a great job.
so
Whoever
cute.
did that, it was adorable. We also have Cruella de Vil and Edward Scissorhands also on Fashion Kids this week. Like literally, this is just for us to go, oh my God, they are so cute.
You guys have to follow us on BHL
Follow us
Fashion
on
411
BHL
on
Fashion
Instagram.
Have to
411.
see
These
these
will be up for
pictures.
you. We got Edward Scissorhands in full decked out makeup
Oh my
and costume.
God.
And of course, Cruella de Vil looking real
Oh
sassy
my
in her
God.
red and white. One of my favorites is the most adorable little boy as Jimi Hendrix with his afro and his scarf. And he is so
Oh, and
cute.
a little mustache. They drew on
Little
a little
little
mustache.
mustache and his headband. I was dying.
Oh
Okay?
my God.
I love me some Jimi Hendrix and I love this little kid. Fashion
Oh
Kids
my
again.
God. This makes me want to
Instagram.
have kids just to dress them up like
Yeah.
this.
And last up, my kids for the week. One of my favorite kids in the top left corner there. We have Miss Isabella, who dressed up as a Native
pretty.
American.
Oh,
she made she made her outfit with her grandmother.
Oh.
And got her necklace from Party City. And she said that she wanted to get in touch with her roots because she's Mexican, Black, and Native American and Pacific Islander. So
very
she was
nice.
working on that. In the bottom left corner is my boo, Jade. She decided that she didn't want to just be a pretty princess this year. She wanted to be a ballerina princess zombie.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
that was her creativeness. And on the right over there, we've got Sully from, what is it, Monsters University?
Yeah, Monsters, yeah.
And
Monsters
that's
Inc.
Monsters
or-
Inc.
Monsters Inc. And that's my godson there, Eli, who decided to be Sully this year. And he is a year old.
And where
this
was Mom's
month.
costume?
Mom had to walk around with 40 kids. So, but those are our Halloween kids doing it fashion-wise
That's so
for the
cute.
week.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, thanks you guys for tuning in for another dose of Fashion 411 here on BHL, Black Hollywood Live. We want to remind you, download us for free on iTunes, and you can check out all of these fun pictures on Instagram at BHL Fashion 411. Where can we find everybody?
Hey guys, you can find me, Erica Garcia Rojas, on Instagram and on Twitter at IamEGR.
And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Stuart Starlet.
And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at It's Me, Deanna V. And keep on downloading and listening. We're going to have some great guests for you guys in the next
Coming
couple
up.
weeks, all right? Thank you.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, Dario Kristen, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network. If you have questions or comments, tweet us at BHL Online or email us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. For more exclusive content, visit blackhollywoodlive.com. This has been a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network.
Hollywood Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.